skip a beat. Thank you guys for coming out tonight in the rain. Jesus. Clap it up for yourselves. No one's really asked you if I said that yet. Clap it up. You guys are champions. Southern Californians coming out in rain. You guys deserve a medal. I swear to God, I was driving up here just as it started sprinkling. People were freaking out over a doppel of water. I'm from New York, people. We drive in black ice, okay? I was hanging out with people today where there's hurricanes, where there's tornadoes, and people are just swerving all over the freeway over a doublet of water, going, oh my God, it's raining. I'm glad I just dodged that floating bag in the air that hit this bus. This is crazy when it rains out here. People start putting sweaters on and putting on a fireplace like it's a blizzard. I don't get it. I really don't get it. They you know, it's like they start singing Christmas songs and shit. 'Cause of rain. I wanted to go outside and run around in it. I miss the rain. Like I said, I'm from New York. It hasn't rained in LA in a long time. Right? Yeah, you people can respond. I'm not a TV. It's okay. It hasn't rained in a long time. Like, I wanted to go outside, run around naked for a while. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to come up here and do comedy. I love you guys, but it's raining right now. I want to celebrate. That's what I want to do. The white person in me wants to get crazy and do white people shit. Because white people do dumb shit. I'm white, I will say this. I'm Italian, I'm white, you know, we do dumb shit. We go hiking and stuff, getting eaten by lions while the rest of the colored people look at us and go, ha ha, you dumb motherfucker. That's what we do. I wasn't even planning on doing that tangent when I came up here, but it happened. Welcome to the Comedy Dojo, ladies and gentlemen. I am from New York. I'm happy to be out here. I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. Yes, I am wearing eyeliner. A lot of people get confused when they see that. Let me explain what happened. I'm from New York. I was a drummer in a band that opened up for the band that you just heard that I came up to, Rob Zombie, and I used to open up for Gore. I was a drummer, okay? Thank you, thank you. I wish you guys were around when I was playing. No, I used to do that, okay? So that's the reason why I wear the makeup, because that's me. That's me. I like to, you know, and if people don't like it, screw it. Be yourselves, people, okay? If you take anything from this set tonight, because it's about to get dirty tonight. If you get anything from this set tonight, be your fucking self, okay? That's what I am. I feel like Caitlyn Jenner coming out of the closet right now. That's what I feel like. Be yourself. I identify like this. I'll be on Sports Illustrated next week. No, but I used to be a drummer in upstate New York. Band broke up, sold it all out for this. Used to play arenas, used to play theaters, hundreds, thousands of people. And then I moved to California and said, you know what? Screw that. I want to perform in front of 30 people on a Friday night. That's what I want to do. Life goals have happened tonight. That's what I want to do. And it's gotta rain. It's gotta rain. God answered my call tonight. I said, you know what, God? If you want me to come up here and perform in front of 30 people, you must make it rain to stop everyone else from coming out tonight. That's what you gotta do. Yeah. And we rocked it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm glad you guys came out tonight. I have no friends. I love you, Billy. Thank you, we'll make babies later. That's why I have no friends, because I say dumb shit like that all the time. My best friend Sandy, later on, he'll tell you, okay, the guy you just saw up here, he'll tell you, this really attractive woman came out with my good friend who's here tonight. She bought this really attractive to come meet me at a club after one of my sets, and she was so into me. And of course, I say the dumbest shit in the world. She comes out of the bathroom, and the only thing I can say is, "Did you wash your hands?" And of course, she just looks at my friend and goes, "You gotta be fucking kidding me, right?" But she didn't say it like that. She did it in the girl code where she's like, "We gotta go outside and talk right now." Guys, when they do that or go to the bathroom, they're not going to the bathroom or going outside to have a cigarette. They're talking about your ass. That's what they're doing. Notice how these two are huddling up right here and she's far away from her man? She's like, the code is busted. The code is busted. I'm like the masked magician. I'm doing I'm coding everything in front of you right now. Doing comedy, I'm becoming broke and broke every day. More broke. It's making me bitter. Anyone else broke here? Come on, we're all here together, right? Yeah, okay, cool. We're a family. We can admit this. That's why we get along together. I'm at the stage of life where I'm going up and down Ralph's supermarket, the aisles in a frozen food, looking at the fancy frozen foods, going, one day. One day. I will have cheddar and broccoli in my belly. Instead, I'm getting fed by the state with a debit card. All my friends are like, you're lucky. No, I'm not lucky because you don't know what a debit card gets you, an EBT card. Anyone carry one of those? A proud member like me? Yeah, no, you're too embarrassed to say it in front of everybody. Look at you, looking around, judgmental. EBT cards, they don't get you the fancy frozen foods. No, they get you those 10 for $10 fucking bullshits that taste like the same thing no matter what flavor you get. A fucking Salt Lick, that's what it tastes like. Chicken nuggets this week? Nope, salt. That's all it fucking is. I'm sick and tired of it. Came out here, like I said, I'm becoming broke. Doing this comedy thing, I work around a lot. I'm making money doing comedy, don't get me wrong, but I'm bitter that I'm not making as much money as I did before. In fact, I'm so bitter that I started a karaoke business. Okay, put it like this. If you ever want to disappoint your family, tell them you're doing stand-up comedy. If you want to see them hang themselves, tell them you started a karaoke business. It's a quick way to get rich if you have family inheritance. As you can see, I'm still broke. I don't come from money. Not at all. How many people like karaoke in here? All 5 of us. Nice. If you ever want to find out what your first date is like when you meet somebody on Tinder or whatever these new generation people are meeting people on, when you go on a first date, if you ever want to find out what that person is like, take them to karaoke. Seriously, because that first song they choose will say a lot about them. I had this thug-looking dude come into my place the other day, right? Thug just tore up looking like a pimp, and he's like, yo, KJ, hit that shit, son. And I froze up like a little bitch, because I'm a pussy, I don't fight. I'm not gonna lie. Big, angry black people scare the shit out of me, okay? Like when he said that, so a little bit of poop came out. So I typed it in real quick. I was like, hell yeah, he's about to go hard. He's like, yo, hit that shit, son. I'm typing in, I'm like, he's gonna do some Wu-Tang, some DMX, fuck yes, enter, and all of a sudden he goes, love you. Oh my God, he's on the down low. He is on the DL right there. He's in the back tonight. His name's Coco. He's my ride home. Sitting here drinking Red Bull. Let's drink him tonight.
Yeah. You already know.
I'm looking at you. Yes, I know. You said that like you texted me ahead of the show. I will be drinking tonight. Send. Do not call me out on stage. I will be drinking tonight. Send. I'm angry. I can't drink. This is another thing that makes me bitter. I'm not allowed to drink. It's the worst decision a judge made for me. Sucks. Sucks. Sober, it makes me bitter as hell. Like, you guys are at another level when you guys drink and have fun. I work at a place that my buddy right here goes to on Thursday nights called the Scum and Villainy Cantina in Hollywood. Great, yeah, if you like sci-fi stuff, great place to go. We're a fan of bar. So, like, everyone's drinking, having a good time, and just blasted. And here I am, bitter in a corner going, I want to feel like you. I can't deal with this shit anymore. I can't. Here's the thing that made me sober. I used to be heavy into coke and meth, And put it like this, people. I did so much coke in my life, Guns N' Roses won't let me on their tour bus. Okay, like that's how much coke I've done in my life. And I had a heart attack. Yeah, this is a comedy club. Don't feel sorry for me, club. So I had a heart attack, right? And so the cops found me. They put me in a hospital. When I got out, to kick a man while he's down, they had me see the judge when I got out of the hospital. Pricks. Judge told me, Billy, you should drink. It's just as much fun as doing drugs. Bullshit! Here's the thing. When I did drugs and finally fell asleep, because we all know that meth heads like to clean their VCRs and shit out with a Q-tip, and I'd wake up to a halfway clean apartment. Not on alcohol. With alcohol, I'm waking up with Taco Bell wrappers everywhere and shit. This is not the same. Used to get high, share my coke, get hookers for free. Like I said, I'm going broke, people. Why do you... I'm just kidding. I'm not, dude, I don't use hookers. Hookers are dirty. They're dirty women that provide a good service that keep the peace in our community. You guys laugh, you don't believe me. Women, you guys have a peacemaker right there. That could just cure the world. Everyone's like, what's the cure for the world? How can we stop violence? Start fucking more. That's how we can do this. I guarantee you, if there was more women over at OJ's house, that whole chase wouldn't have happened. Oh, come on now. It's years later. Is it too soon? No idea where I'm fucking going with it. Talk more about the eye makeup. This is one thing I'm sick of. Everybody thinks I'm gay because I wear the eye makeup. No. Bullshit, yes, because like I said, I'm a rocker. That's what I do, okay? I love wearing eye makeup because I'm being myself, okay? Someone called me a faggot on the way in here. Yeah, that is the worst word you could probably call a gay person. In fact, I think it's one of the worst words you could use on somebody because I have a lot of gay friends. I do. I get called a breeder a lot in my life. It's amazing. I don't get where that comes from. Like gay people think that's a bad slur towards straight people. There's a lot of bad words towards gay people, and my gay friends, to get back at me, they go, "You're such a breeder." Thank you. Am I supposed to feel bad about that? So you're calling me out for having sex with women and populating the world. I'm such a breeder. Not gay though, like someone called me a faggot on the way in here. It's a terrible word. And the funny thing is, does anyone know what that word means in a dictionary? Just a pile of sticks. I never heard the burning part, unless it's a...
It's on fire, yeah.
Okay, cool. Your dictionary is a faggot with an STD. No. It's a burning pile of sticks, I tell ya. It needs ointment. Someone called me a burning pile of sticks, apparently. That shit is hilarious to me. It's funny. Also, the guy that called me a faggot was the guy I was blowing, and I was like, hey, that's rude. I gotta make some money somehow. I'm performing in front of 30 people tonight, if that, including the staff, bussing tables. No, it's hilarious. I work for a convention. I don't know if you guys ever watched RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got, yeah, cool. So I work the convention, RuPaul's Drag Con, and I'm hired through the convention companies. I also work for Comic-Con coming up, and I originally got the job through Comic-Con. I'm a celebrity driver, and I have, it's a cool job. I drive a golf cart all day, drive people to their panels. So I got hit up for DragCon, and they're like, hey, do you want to be in charge of transportation for DragCon? And I was like, hell yeah, I'll drive, celebrities around all day again. Turns out celebrities at DragCon are just drag queens. And I didn't know being in charge of transportation was literally being in charge of transportation. It was, see what I did there? I am so happy with myself right now. I don't know if you guys have friends who are drag queens. I suggest you get some because they will lift your spirits so fucking high if you have a bad day. Yeah, see, drag queens are the best people you could be around if you're depressed. Working DragCon, I have not been called delicious so many times in my life. In that weekend. It was amazing. Someone dropped their phone. It's a small crowd. You can't even whisper in this bitch.
Delicious.
There's two. Thank you. I know I'm not delicious. That's the sad part. I know I'm not delicious. The Rock. If they see The Rock, that's fucking delicious. Maybe I'm more like a banquet microwavable TV dinner. I'll get you to delicious eventually. I'll hold you over, but I'm not delicious. I also hate the word faggot because there's two types of people you have to get along with in Hollywood if you want to make it. There's gay people and Jewish people, because they run this fucking down. See how it got quiet real quick? They're like, everyone's like, we want to get in on our secret meetings. Shh. Seriously. If you ever find a manager or agent that's both gay and Jewish, hold on to that fucker for dear life, because you're going places. That is your unicorn. I'm still looking for mine. I gotta tell you guys this story since I'm on the topic of gay things. Someone played the best prank on me. Here's what happened. I was on a couch, like I said, I run a DJ business, a karaoke business. One Sunday afternoon, masturbating, watching court TV like a single guy does.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. And I'm a depressed, lonely man when I'm not here. That's why I listen to metal and cry and wear eye makeup. So anyway, I'm on the couch. I get a text message from somebody saying, hey bro, what's your rates? Now, like I said, I run a DJ business. So I'm like, $100 an hour. I like how they laugh just at the setup. You guys are going everywhere with me. We'll let you breathe. It's okay. Yeah, so I sent him $100 an hour. I get a text message back. You're hired. Come over to my house. Now I'm thinking something's weird because when you hire a DJ, it's normally like a month in advance or something like that. You put down a down payment and stuff to plan out the party. But I'm like, the hell with it. I'm masturbating and watching court TV right now. I might as well go to this. I get to this house. I'm unloading my gear. Now, see what happened was, I should tell you this before I finish. Somebody thought it was funny to put my phone number on a gay prostitute's website. So, I get to this guy's house, I'm unloading my gear. And this old man runs out and says, hey bro, what are you doing? And I'm like, you want to turn up, right? You want to have a good time. He goes, yeah. I said, I need to set up my stuff and we're going to have the time of your life. He goes, all right. No idea what's going on. I had no idea at the time, so I go in his house, I'm setting up, I look at his wall, there's no place to plug in my equipment, and I'm like, hey listen man, if you want me to set up my equipment and party, I need to plug in my speakers, my amplifiers, where would you like me to plug in? And he goes, right here. And I'm like, oh, wrong party. But I'm a professional. I've dealt with situations like this before. I know how to get out of them. I went home with $200 an hour that night. I'm getting a new house. I'm going to talk about this because a lot of comics should. I'm not a political comic, but my job is to look at the news and point out things and laugh at what's wrong. You know, I don't care who's in office, whoever you voted, I would tease. That's my job, okay? So, buckle in your seatbelts. We're going for it. Trump, where should I start? Okay, here's the thing. I don't agree with the wall. Does anyone else in here?
No, we don't agree.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, see, the one from out of the country spoke up. Did you notice that? thing is, since I moved here to California, where I'm from, there's only 3 types of people: Black, Puerto Rican, Italian. That's it. I moved here to California, I knew nothing outside of that. I heard the word cholo for the first time. I was like, that sounds delicious. Where do I get one of those? That sounds amazing. And then I got stabbed for the first time. I was like, I'm never gonna try to eat one of them again. It was a terrible time. So, but here's the thing, the wall, I think, is bullshit, because I think the Latin culture are the hardest working, most creative people I fucking know, okay? Yes, clap it up for that. Think about it. Anybody that takes a chair like this, puts it in front of a parking lot they do not own, and charge people to come in, that's brilliant to me. We need more thinking like that here in America. That's just, wow. Oh my God. I'm single. How many other depressed single people do we have in the room tonight? It's Friday night. It's like 12 of us. Let's be real. Yeah. Very single. Here's the thing. I am too picky. I don't know if you can tell by the way I act. I don't have patience for dumb shit, okay? And I can't deal with, I miss New York girls. Let's be real. Because let me tell you the difference between a New York girl and an LA girl. A New York girl, you'll meet on the subway, right? And as she sees you walking towards her, she'll just flip you off and be like, fuck you, and you're like, cool, on to the next one. You know what's up? Out here you gotta date a girl 12 times just to find out she has a boyfriend, just because she's hungry and she's on Tinder. She messaged you on Bumble because she thought you had money because she saw you do stand-up comedy at the Dojo in front of 12 people. And she's like, I want steak, and then you find out she has a boyfriend. It's bullshit. I'm tired of young girl shit. I'm also tired, okay, another thing I'm tired of here is young girls play too many fucking games when they're on a date. Last time I took out a young girl on a date, I took her to a bar and she was on her cell phone the whole time playing Pokemon Go. Young girl shit. Yeah, young girl shit. I was like, come on, put that shit down. I'm trying to put my Hufflepuff in your Pokemon right now. My Pokemon in your Hufflepuff. Let's reverse that. I messed that up. I got too excited. Tired of it. I like older women. Do we have any women over 45 here tonight? No. You're not getting any tonight. He was like this. Meanwhile, she's like the Matrix with his finger like. You screwed yourself over on that one, buddy. Turn in your player card. No, I like older women. Because here's the thing, older women have no time to mess around. None. Young girls, all the time. You meet an older woman at the bar sometime this week, guys. I guarantee you this is what's going to happen. She'll buy you a shot. And about a half hour later, she'll be like, listen, I got to pick up my son for school tomorrow. Your place or mine, where are we doing this? They have no time to mess around. See, yes. And you guys will back me up on this one. The older the woman, the more snacks she has. I'm a starving comedian. I know this for a fact. The older the woman, the more food she has. Meet a woman around 50. She'll start fumbling around her purse looking for a condom because guys don't carry them. We're dogs, okay? She'll pull out one of those Werther's Originals that Grandma used to give you. Those things are delicious with a little rum on top of them. Look at her. The one that you pointed out was just looking at me going, you are now. I know that. Now. I know that trick. Meet a woman around Betty White's age. Oh, I go there. Like I said, I'm hungry. The older the woman, I know more food. She'll pull out a whole Thanksgiving spread, just happy to be touched. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you. I am so single, my roommate is convinced there's a squirrel loose in the house. Yeah, because every time he walks by my bedroom, he hears... The other day he walked in on me, I pulled out my scrotum, I was like, it's a flying squirrel! Oh, did that go a bit too far? She was all laughing at it, and she went, oh God. Thank you. That's why I'm here. Before when I left the music industry and came here to California to do this, God, why didn't I go to school? My first job here in California, I worked in the strip club business. Thank you. No, I was a strip club DJ. I wasn't a stripper because I saw the looks on your face and how quiet it got in here real quick. Like you were trying to figure this one out. Like I can't picture that. No. I know I can't be a stripper. I have a hairy body. I am a proud. Do we have any Italians in the house tonight? Woo! Yeah. Okay, one. Cool. Dad, thank you for showing up. I'm proud, like, to have the Italian hairy body. In fact, there's one type of woman in the world I am afraid to hook up with, and that is an Armenian woman. Because I've heard the rumors, and I don't know, I cannot confirm or deny if they have the hairy bodies that people say they have. But I'm afraid I'm going to hook up with one, and they do, and it's going to be like Velcro, and we're not going to come separate. But yeah, I used to be a DJ at strip clubs. And here's the thing. I didn't want to. When I came to California, it was my first time ever seeing a strip club because I'm from Catskill, New York. If you've never been there, save your money. Don't go. Just go to Bakersfield. That's where I'm from, okay? Just put trees in there. That's where I'm from. So, never seen a strip club in my life. I'm from a town of population don't blink. That's where I'm from, okay? In fact, when I left, 50% of the town fucking went under. You should see it. When I go back home to do like a home tour or something, all 5 people come up to me happy that I'm the guy that left town and did something with myself. It's amazing. But anyway, I come in town, I see my first strip club, and I was like, holy shit, I want to work here. I go up to the boss, I'm like, I want to DJ your strip club. He goes, no problem. First you have to audition. Which blew my mind because I had my now best of 80s rock CD in my hand. If you've never been to a strip club, that's all you hear is girls, 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 pour some sugar on me, a little AC/DC, and bang in rotation, right? So I do my audition. Boss comes up to me, he's like, Billy, we love your attitude, we love the way you bring up the girls, we love everything about you. But what we're really looking for is someone to keep the guys hard. You talking to me, dog? Isn't that the girl's responsibility when she touches the stage? And come to find out, keeping the guys hard is an industry term for keeping them spending money. I had no idea. I moved here, I was broke. I thought my whole job was to walk around the floor going, hey sir, you enjoying the show? Cool, see you later. You know, that was weird. It was weird. I took the job, they gave me the job, they put me on midweek day shift at the strip club. Yeah, thank you. Cinnamon's here, Cinnamon's If you've never been to the strip club during the day, especially midweek, let me explain what it's like. Imagine all those hot girls on the weekend night shifts. As they get older, they need somewhere to go before retirement, you know? This midweek day shift. It was crazy. Yeah. And I got in trouble my first week. I got fired for telling the truth because I don't, like, here's the thing. If you're going to pay admission to go see these girls, I'm not going to lie behind a mic, and they all have these special names, crystal, diamond, ruby, whatever fucking mineral they think of that day. I'm not going to call them that. I'm going to call them the rock they really look like as the older women. What you heard was, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage. You might burn your mic, tastes like salt. Here's rock salt. Hell yeah, on our side stage, our Nubian princess, Asphalt. You guys are racist for laughing at that. But here's the thing, I can't tease the girls that much. Because I gotta look at myself. They put me as a DJ on midweek day shift, which I gotta look at myself and go, how am I so fucked up? I landed here. Why can't I DJ the night shifts on the weekends? What, you know, so now I now know what I look like. Apparently, I am a midweek day shift strip club guy. And guys that go to strip clubs are fucked up. I'm sorry, if there's any in here, they're fucked up. There's something loose in their head. Like, I don't mean the guys that go in occasionally for celebrations and stuff and buy that. I mean the guys who are there every fucking day. I had a guy come in, quiet as hell, drop off a bouquet of roses to me, went back, sat down at the stage, and winked at me. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It scared me. But I did my job and kept him hard. Oh my God. They all have special music they play to. This is the thing about strippers that kill me. They're like karaoke singers. If a girl dances to one of their songs, they flip the fuck out. I had a girl, midweek day shift, asked me to play Like a Virgin by Madonna. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you not know where you're at right now? You just showed a stranger your shame for a shekel, and you want me to play Like a Virgin? Same girl that has a nervous breakdown every time I play Papa Don't Preach, and you want me to play Like a Virgin? Seriously? Is this really happening right now? When I left, me and my buddy Sandy, we got on the radio for 6 years straight, AM, FM, thank you. And I remember I went back to the strip club, and I wanted to bring one of the dancers on and say, by the way, you have to call these girls dancers. You can't call them strippers, because apparently they're doing Swan Lake with pasties now. You can't call them a stripper. It pisses them off. So you can't. It's terrible. So I asked one of these dancers to come on the radio with me. So I'm like, I want to do like a Tom Leykis, Howard Stern type interview with a dancer. And she says, I don't know. I think I'd be a bit too nervous. What? You just told me your whole life story while giving me a lap dance. You can't talk on the radio? But here's the thing that told me where my life really was, and why I'm here tonight, and why I'm happy I'm with you guys, and why, I'm really trying up right now. My favorite dancer sat me down and she goes, Billy, I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been? And I told her, so I've been out doing comedy, I've been doing a radio. And she goes, you haven't gone back to school? And I was like, no. And she said, you should. And I was thinking, when a stripper tells you, you gotta go to school, something's fucked up in life. Hey guys, I want to leave you guys with something special. This is the first time I'm ever going to do this. This is history right now. My best friend Sandy in the world, we have done comedy together everywhere. We've just been best friends for a long time. Anything I've been involved in, he's been involved in, and he's been a blessing to me. So I'm going to bring up Sandy right now, and we're going to talk about a couple stories right now before I go. And Sandy, can you actually bring up a stool? I forgot to bring one up because this is a last minute thing I decided to do. And in fact, Sandy forgot to mention a story that a lot of you guys know that came out that know me, and we're going to open it up with that because this is something way too good not to be on the Dojo comedy stage. So, Sandy, why don't you tell them how I almost got you arrested?
Do any of you have that retarded friend that just does anything you ask him to do?
Yeah, that's it.
Jesus. Billy and I used to travel a lot together before he had a car, so I'd go on and pick him up all the time. And I came over to his house, and I was in a horrendously bad mood, which I'm not usually. I'm usually pretty likely. And the air conditioning was out in my I had got a brand new Mercedes, and the air conditioning went on like a 104-degree day, which is not supposed to happen. Billy gets in the car, and I'm real honest with him, always have been. And I said, Billy, I'm in a really shitty mood. I don't want to hear that character that you do.
Sunday! I go to school! My favorite color is clear, sometimes it's stripes.
He does this all the time. Sundays, he spends the entire day in character. Will you be my friend? He does that, and I'm like, okay, that's enough. I don't want to hear it. Today, I don't want to hear it. We didn't make it out of the driveway before Billy went, Sunday! Sunday. I said, Billy, I'm not fooling around. If you do that again, I'm gonna fucking punch you. He didn't believe me. We got onto Sepulveda Boulevard. I turned left, and Billy went,
My favorite color is clear.
this is working out good. I like it.
I like the cheese.
Yeah, that's the one that got me. He says, I like cheese. So I cracked him. I hit him as hard as I could, right in that nerve, you know, in your leg. And he went, oh, you hit me, that hit. And he's even crying in character. So I said, then stop doing that. Okay. We went up a little bit more. He gets about Sherman Way. And Billy does the same thing. You Sunday. So I'll never forget this. I pulled into the John's parking lot, and I turned to you and I said, I'm going to beat you like a 13-year-old penis. I remember that. Apparently he remembers 13 too. I get out of the car and I start walking around the car, and he still thinks nothing's going to happen. He's in the rearview mirror, and I'm fuming, and he goes, oh shit. And he gets out of the car just in time for me to pop him again, and bang, I hit him, and he's out there.
Sunday, you told me you got ice cream, Sandy. You said you loved me. Why would you do that, Sunday?
That's a little over the top. Yeah, he goes, he did. He said, you said you loved me, and you hit me, and you hurt me. And I start looking around, and there's like maybe 20 women that are putting their groceries in their car at this shopping center. And they look at me like, you piece of shit, beating up this mentally. I start panicking. I look at Billy and I go, dude, stop, please, because they're getting real mad. Please stop. And he will not stop. He goes, you hurt me, you love me, you said you loved me, then you hit me, and he's doing all. And a cop pulls into the parking lot, purely by accident. It's just one of his little cruise routes that he does. There was a stampede of these women all going through this cop car. I thought he was going to draw down on them. There were so many. Wait a minute, you know. And you could see them going. And you see his face kind of look around like this. And I went, Billy, stop. Please, stop. Stop. And he will not stop.
You said you love me, Sandy. Why would you hit me like that, Sandy? I don't know, Sandy.
You've got to stop, Billy. This guy's going to arrest me. And you said what?
I can't stop, Sandy, because I can't.
He goes, I can't stop. I said, why? And he said, because I'll go to jail too. True story.
The type of stuff we do when we're messing around. There's a lot of other things we've done, like,
How much you did me when you were driving the car? And I fell asleep.
Oh, okay, so, I kind of like this. We should like this.
Tell the story.
So, okay, so like I said, we drive around, we do comedy together. Has anyone gone on a long road trip and the person next to him just falls asleep when it's your turn to drive and it just pisses you off?
I told him I wouldn't. How long did it take me to go to sleep?
2 minutes. We're out in the middle of this high wooded area in the middle of the country somewhere where it's just forest all around us. He just buys this brand new Mercedes. He loves this thing. He's out wiping it down with diapers every day, spraying it down the road, and he let me drive. Big mistake, because I told him, don't you fall asleep on me. I stayed awake your whole entire way. And he was okay, and as the old man he is, he just... So I decided to teach him a lesson. I pulled up as close as I could to the closest tree. And as he's just right inhaling, I go, holy shit! And I just lay on the horn. I go, we're gonna hit it! And he woke up, he's still wearing diapers to this day, ladies and gentlemen. That's a true story.
what, 4 or 5 feet?
Yeah, just from a giant tree, and you just saw his whole life flash before him. I'm lucky he didn't slide into a heart attack, because he's one of these guys that when he looks at a light, I'm afraid he's going to walk into it.
I gotta admit that was...
Why don't you tell him about that dog at the shopping plaza?
No, dude, I don't know if you want to hear that.
Oh, tell him about that.
The Third Street Promenade dog? Okay, he's got to be dead by now, but he's like 100 years old. He's Billy and I were at the 3rd Street Promenade, and there's this dog that frequents there, and maybe you've seen him. He's like a big, gray, Great Dane, and his ears haven't been cut, and his tail hasn't been cut. But he's older than, he's older than dirt, and he's real skinny. But as men get older, their scrotums tend to get a little bit more flexible. Okay? God, no, he was a full-on pup tent. This guy, this was, it had to be 12 inches long. It had to be. And if you're walking behind him, it just goes like this, just bounces from one hip to the other, and it's mesmerizing. Billy and I we're just watching it while we're walking, and I'm going, Jesus, look at that. And he goes, yeah. We weren't the only ones. Pretty soon, this dog sits down in the last bastion of sun that they can catch up against one of the restaurant buildings. It's brick down there, and there's this half circle of people, and the dog does what dogs do. He's licking himself, but his scrotum is so long, and he goes, and Billy and I are just, at first we're shocked, but we're in amazement. We were like, everybody, they couldn't believe it. And then all of a sudden, the comic in me takes over, and I just leaned over to Billy thinking he was giggling. I went, I sure wish I should do that. I could do that. And Billy leans over and goes, oh, okay, but don't you think you should pet him first? I'm
going to tell him one more.
Okay.
Since Halloween's coming up, I'm going to tell him about last Halloween at your house.
The most racially inappropriate thing on the planet?
I witnessed the most racist thing at Sandy's house, and it wasn't something that Sandy did. It was during Halloween. Who likes dressing up for Halloween in here? Woo! Yeah. Okay, yeah, so this is a real good Halloween crowd. So I'm at Sandy's house. I'm helping him pass out candy. I dressed up as a scary clown because it just came out last year, and I'm scaring the crap out of these kids jumping out of the bushes while he's passing out candy. And you'd be amazed how many fathers would drop their children in bags of candy to run the other way when a clown jumps out of the bushes. So Sandy looks at me and goes, there's a kid coming that's a little too young, and you're going to have to come out and put your mask down because we don't want to scare him. And I'm like, all right, cool.
I'm not paying for therapy.
No, so what Sandy gets embarrassed when I mention this part. He lives in a really rich neighborhood. Sandy just was
I live in Van Nuys.
But it's in the top rated, top filmed residential area, and Sandy got a good deal on a house. They bus inner city school kids in the trick or treat because he lives on a neighborhood where they give the full size Snicker bars.
You get 2,000 kids.
Yeah, 2,000 kids. So this kid comes up, and he has this sheet over his head with a urine stain on it, eyes cut out, with these. You can tell the parents are not happy to be in a rich neighborhood. They were dressed up as Black Panthers. Okay, they were pissed off, and I'm not lying. I swear to God, I cannot lie about this stuff. If so, then I'm a racist, and this is. Anyway, this kid comes up and he goes.
Challenge them.
So this kid comes up to Sandy and he goes, guess what I am? And he's proud, and he has this sheet over his head with eyes cut out and a piss stain on it. And Sandy goes, you're a ghost. And he goes, no, I'm a spook. And I'm like, holy shit! What do we do? I don't know how to respond to that. Like, I'm sitting there with my mask off, and his parents are going, yeah, work with that, you white motherfucker. Like, oh my God,
you.
Yeah, Dad was flexing. He's like, say something, motherfucker. I dare you to. I've been waiting all night.
And then you got the bubbles.
Yeah. I just kind of left Sandy there as I ran into the backyard screaming, crying.
All right.
Yeah, guys, listen, I want to thank you guys for coming out. Yeah.
Billy is a magician. They
Billy!
call him the magician, but he only does one trick. The one trick he knows is how to make pussy disappear, right?
All right, guys. Seriously, thank you guys for coming out tonight. I love you all. Thank you very much. After party at the bar. Thank you. That's the end of our show.